Hi all and welcome to the video. It's the June edition of An Evening with Storm. Right, so as you can see, I'm on my keeper. And it is Trox Pride evening as well. Completely optional. G2 has entered into the spirit of it, as you can see there. That's a really pretty outfit there, G2. Thank you. Anyway, I am on my 220 keeper, and yes, we're in 12-man. There's no better way of starting an evening of raids than pounding away at 12-man, picking up a decent bit of loot for people, and of course the 12-man buff, which makes all the subsequent raids a lot easier. And basically the job as a keeper is do some damage and keep spamming this Courage of the Just. It prevents your teammates from running around like lunatics in here, which is not a lot of fun because it will make the raid take quite a bit longer, and on top of which it's pretty annoying. Now I have Courage of the Just hotbarred and hotkeyed, so I literally just cast it every time it's available. We should be nearer the corner. Medi Isis is quite right in that respect. Oh, let's just make sure my procs are actually running, as if I haven't got enough stuff running in my NCU as we speak. And the ground shakes and we're on to right hand very soon, as keeper damage isn't quite up to the pro DDs. I am going to carry on the left before I switch to the right. But as you can see, no one is running around like a lunatic. And without a keeper in team, that pretty much is exactly what will happen. Now for classes like Shade, that's a massive problem, because you run out of range of your perks, and also you can't cast your perks or execute your perks if you've been feared by the right hand, because as you're running and feared, you will get the error message, cannot execute, and that is going to drop your damage quite a bit. Okay, and we're now on the deranged Zan. Just wait for the tank to pull him to center. And we'll just continue spamming. If you're melee, you're not really expected to save your specials for towers. Really, if you're ranged, you absolutely should. So save burst and save full auto. Fling shot, yeah, you can use that on the deranged Zan, but burst and fling shot, no, keep them. And you should be able to see the towers popping up. I'll zoom out a bit. There you go, there's one. So you would just tab, well, it's already down, blue tower. And towers are bad, okay? And as you can see in our raid, now I'm on my keeper, nobody has been turned into a little horsey or a reet and had to dash off. I've been feared. And I can't use my nano. It's okay though, I'm fighting Shade. So, back on the boss. There's 2 towers come up. I'm going to switch to towers because I'm not convinced we're hitting them quick enough. Who did we lose? NT. So apparently now I'm tanking. And I've lost most of my buffs. I'm trying to get Watch Ward back up. Oh, 5th. Well, that's not bad for a keeper, you know. That's not bad for a keeper. He's out-damaged Tex Shade, which is that's pretty surprising. But that doesn't look quite right to me somehow. Oh, right, crit, yeah. But Tex Shade isn't as geared as mine, but okay. Alright, so it's going to be a bit of a different beast run now. I am going to log my shade. And if you didn't know about this, if you type camp, C8, Charlie, Alpha, Mother, Papa, camp, hit enter, it looks like you're logging out, and in fact, you basically are. Except that you are logging out to the character selection screen rather than going all the way back to your desktop and have to relog there. So hopefully Shadowplay will continue to record. Right, so here's some of my characters. So I'm going to switch to this one. And just while I'm waiting for them to do everything, I'm just going to go and have a quick look and See if creepy spider is coming out to play. Let's see, I'm thinking nope. Oh well. I think we should buff this character. Right, okay, so now your composite melee expertise, the very first one you get in the startup area or wherever you got it from, actually lasts for 8 hours. I want my credits back. I really do. I've spent all kinds of cash on 8-hour ones for different characters. Thankfully, I only spent as much for the 4-hour ones on this character, because I'd have felt really gutted if I'd have done it on all of my 220s. Saw a video on YouTube saying, oh, you know, the game's dead. Really? I don't think it is, unless you are logging in at a really strange time of day. And if you are, and it is dead when you log in, then, you know, you do have my sympathy. You must, you know, live in the time zone of the damned. But, you know, that's the way it is sometimes. Right, what am I wearing on my shade? Oh, yeah, inf boots. Well, now we're in pandemonium, I don't need them. And just to point out, there you go, one of our teammates there looted Zan upgrade device from remains of the deranged Zan. So I'm just going to check Libra is up. And it's not. Not in this instance anyway. Okay, so the thing with Libra is, although the beast does drop stars, also there is a quest for it, which you saw in the last Evening with Storm. My enforcer actually had the second part of the quest, which is kill the beast, and he got the star from number 9 rather than directly looting it from the beast. I'm going to just move some of my stuff around here. I'm going to make the map a little bit tiny. I'm going to move my, well, remove my mission marker, and I'm going to move my NCUs down to here. And the reason is I want to leave this open because I did a video regarding hotkeying your bars, and I want you to see just how quickly things are activating and why it is such a great way and the intended way to play your end game or other character. It's in no way any kind of exploit. It is part of the Anarchy Online game design. Right, and we're going in. You can see there, everything sort of gets launched. It's fantastic. Right, and we are just, for a change, killing our way through. Always pinked first. Right, and we're now on to Libra, and Libra is in fact one of the zodiacs. You can get various different ones just here. There's a returning member there, Thargon, the enforcer with 1 HP hammers, but doesn't have his class star just at the moment. Now, when you kill Libra, you simply loot a certain item from him, return that item to Ergo. Ergo then gives you a secondary part of the quest, which will ask you to go back and kill the beast. Once you've actually killed the beast, you then use the porthole that spawns after his death and talk to the little round droid NPC, I suppose, in there, and he will then give you the star. Right, so let's spank Libra. And we're now on to Sagittarius. We're at this spot here, which is excellent for clearing ads, so usually use your aggression enhancer and pull the mobs over one by one, not aggroing the actual zodiac, and just get rid of them. Quite literally. Destroy them. Right, and it's on to Sagittarius, so charge. Geronimo, and let's see how much damage we can land on this guy. Managed the sneak, happy about that. Right, I'll speed up this section. And he's on me, which is kind of okay because I am on a pretty high DD sort of class. Right, and Sag is down, so there'll be a bit of loot to maybe pass around. And now basically we just need to clear a couple more ads, and it's on to the timid spectral scourge. Right, so definitely want to kill off some pinks. I'm not sure there was no appropriate discussion beforehand whether we're just running up to the corner to the east or whether we're pulling the mobs down here. Oh, hang on, it's on someone. I can solo one of these, so it's a little bit sloppy. Thankfully RMA is okay. Right, okay, the tank's grabbed it now. So it looks like, yeah, everyone's figured out, yes, we're doing the corner. So we'll just kill this guy off. And basically once he's down, it's on to the timid, I think. Do we want the pink? Yeah, let's have some pink. Bye-bye, pink. Right, it's sneak up. It is. Ah, missed it. Never mind. Never mind. Right, we'll spank this guy as well. And Timid is down. Right, now he doesn't actually drop anything, so we just want to click onto the porthole and just make our way across here. Good spot if anyone needs to rebuff or go AFK, you're pretty much safe in between. Alright, next section, we're just killing off the mobs just here. Again, the general kill order is pinks first, spiders, blues, and then anything else. So we'll blitz through a few of these. Right, and then we're just up onto the bridge. And then from the corner is a good place to use your aggression enhancer again and pull the mobs away from the base of the Knight Heart or TNH before charging in and trying to kill him. And you can see the range on it is fantastic. Right. Die, pink. Okay, are we a couple more? I mean, we're a pretty strong raid force. We might just, yeah, we're just going to charge in. There's only a couple down there now. And of course, pinks first. There's only a blue. Oh, spider. So we better deal with the spider at some point. Melee on. Right. So from where I'm standing now, I shouldn't pull any adds. And I can spam damage at him at quite a rate, really. And the Night Heart is down. We'll just kill off any ads that have come in and loot up all the yes drop items like intelligent sims, etc. Quick roll on a belt if there are any. I don't think one dropped tonight, so we shall just get through these mobs here before proceeding to the next porthole boss. Okay, so they're all down. And we're off again. Right, there's a couple of ways you can do this. Normally you can run up and then move over to the, I think it's, well, the right hand as you run up the stairs. I'll tell you in a second. We'll just deal with a few of these mobs. Or you can pull them all down to the bottom, which is what we're doing now. Okay, there's just one more in a pink, I think. Right, and we can now start on the Senior Subjugator. And the senior subjugator is down. Alright, and he doesn't actually drop any loot, or if anything, nothing of any consequence. Right, and it's another safe spot just here. So we're going through, and we're on to the last porthole boss. But first we've got quite a few ads to clear out just here. Right, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can go through the gate and go to the east and sit in the corner and kill, which is kind of the old school way of doing it, or you can do it all just outside here. So I think, yeah, we're going to do it just here. Right, so that just leaves a pink, and we're on to the senior subjugator, I think. What's he called again? Oh yeah, the Pandemonium subjugator. So you can see where I'm standing just here, and I'm not at, 180 degrees to the way the boss is facing in order to get backstab, and you don't have to. You can stand where myself and Tech, another shade, are standing, and we're spanking him. There you go, and the Pandemonium subjugator is down. Again, he's a porthole boss and doesn't actually drop any loot. So now to click, and this one, I don't know why, but on this particular porthole always seems to be a sticky one for me. I end up looting the corpse unintentionally. Right, and down we go, Geronimo. Okay, and it's the beast room. There's a nice little band of brothers here. There's the damage dump. Hey, Shade wins. Unsurprisingly, Shades are probably in PVM the highest damage dealers. There's some respectable damage there though overall. It is difficult to do in a situation where you're splitting to different mobs really quite often in a raid force, because you can't fire off everything before the mob goes down. So I'm in with Hemi along with the rest of the melee characters. And again, I don't need to be directly behind the boss. I can stand here and still be pretty much in range of the docks and other healers. Ooh, he's got his reflect up early. I better wait this one out. Yep, I'm still getting hit from the perks that have all landed on him. Uh-oh. I've got aggro. Does happen. I think I've got a spider on me as well. Okay, he's pulled. I'm running down out of cooldowns or defensive gear. And I think I'm out of range of the dock as well. Oh, yes I am. Oh well, never mind. Right, so I think I'm saved in Inferno. I mean, the dock did try. Look in there. HP. Yeah, according to that, I still had some left. But the game can bug like that sometimes. Not to worry. Right, I'll run back to the beast and I'll do a quick version of that in the editing. Don't forget the boots. Okay, so north, through the porthole, and you're in Pand. So enter the instance when you've healed up. And then just click your way back through the portholes there. Depending how quickly you went through, there could be lots of mobs or no mobs. On the shade, I'm not too worried either way. And back to the beast room. And there he was, dead. So I'm only disappointed because I wanted to record the epic beast scream as he dies. I was going to amplify it a bit and put some reverb on it, just for, you know, shiz and giggles. So just while we're divvying out loot, I'll rebuff, and then I think, we agreed we're going to do Sector 35 again, which is the same as the last Evening with Storm video, but it's a good raid. There's 2 generals there, which means there's a good sort of selection of loot that people want that we can hand out. Alright, so we'll make our way out of the pyramid and down to the grid. Okay, so into the grid. And right, whatever you do, whichever playfield you're doing, make sure you talk to this guy. I would like authorization to enter the battlefield. Gives you some spiel, and then you choose the one you're going to do. We're doing 35 again because there are 2 bosses at the end of that fight. So that doubles up on a lot of the loot people want for various upgrades and such. So I'll just buff Medi there. Right, so here we are down at the bottom. We'll then enter in a second, just while people run off for supplies or bio breaks, etc. Right, so we're in and we're off. Now the engineer you need to speak to is right at the end of the map. We'll just kill off a few of these first, and you can see there all the perks that fire when you're hotkeyed correctly. Now then, there are snare bombs at the beginning of this instance, and if you open up your actions and use... just a sec. Yeah, if you use the one called Search, which is this one now, there you go. They all appear. Very useful to know. I'm pretty sure they appear for other players as well. So as long as you don't directly stand on one, or the game doesn't think you've directly stood on one, you shouldn't get a snare. Oh, yeah, well, if you land on it, you land on it, but it's not the end of the world. Right, so we'll just do some highlights now, getting through to the generals. This time we're sort of taking the diagonal route and going past the skeleton. I think it is about the shortest route. There you go, there's the skeleton at the crossroads here. So we're heading sort of west-northwest of it. Just break down these last few, and then I think you can see the ship in the distance. That's where we're going to be going to. Right, so here we are at the ship, and before anything else happens, just make sure everybody's here. Whatever you do, don't attack a tower. You will be going back to the reclaim no matter what kind of character you've got, even if it's a soldier, and even if it is a soldier with AMS, as soon as your AMS drops, you're going home. Pretty damn quick. Right, so we talked to the field engineer. Finally, you are here. We were told to assist you, sir. Okay, what should we do to help out then? We're ready, sir. And that's it, the raid proper starts now. And it consists of various waves of alien ads, and they can come in sixes and dozens. It's quite variable, in fact. And they will come from different directions, and they will attack the towers, and it's your job to stop them doing that. Now, an Enforcer is great for this, not only because they can tank all those mobs at the same time, but also because they can aggro them, which takes them off the towers. If one of the towers dies, you lose one of the generals and the raid fails. You don't complete the raid, and you're still locked out, which is a real pain in the bum. It means you've got to wait out the lockout until you can come back in, by which time you will get a different playfield and have to do the whole thing all over again. So yeah, don't hit a tower, and whatever you do, don't let them die. You can see you get a fair swarm, I would call it, of aliens, and the Enforcer hasn't moved, which is why there are so many corpses around his feet. You see, I just tabbed and immediately it tagged the tower twice there. But obviously, just be mindful, if you've got a caller, make sure you're using assist. Because it's all too easy to accidentally just hit one of the towers, and it has I think it's like a damage perk or nano or something. It's called Grief or Death. It's to stop people grief in this instance. Not that many people would do that anymore now that they're sort of exclusive to raid groups. So we brought all those down, and we've got our two generals. Oh, I'm not sure. I think Recom may have strayed a bit too far from the gang or hit a tower there. I'll ask him later if I catch him. Right, so in comes the boss you want to kill first, which is the field support general. Need to kill him first. We are simultaneously killing both because we've got a pretty damn strong team, or raid group. There you go. So we're now onto the Marshal. Right, and he's down. And that's kind of it for that raid. You get different types of loot on both generals, but you get some common loot as well. I can't remember exactly which is which, but if you look at the AOU guide, it will tell you which mob is likely to drop what loot, which is very useful. So we just flat roll on that. And oh yeah, Hemi Crusher won a helmet, which means he can get the 2.5k board, and he's already got the upgrade from 12 man for a defensive board. So I'm just showing him who to talk to, because actually showing him is a damn sight faster than I could type it. So just make sure he's following me. We head back up to the main alien area. He's definitely zoning faster since he got his new system. I told him SSDs were good. Right, so yeah, back towards the officer that gave you the quest, but he's not the guy you need to speak to. It's actually this guy here, Clan Liaison Officer, or just Clan Liaison. So Hemi's just going to speak with him. There you go, and Hemi's got his board, Defense Paragon. Grats, mate. Well earned, I think, and about time you bloody well got one. He's going, is it the right one? I'm just showing him. Yes, I've got the same one, look. Man, if you've got a second helmet and the other merit board, which is the combat based one, you can use that too. You can have both token boards, but you obviously can only wear one at one time, otherwise that'd be overpowered. Right, and we'll just say good night all.